What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here at Full Metal Geek. And we start off this episode like we did last time, and that is with the undercard of the Full Metal Geek roster gauntlet. This is round number 2. We had round number 1 in the last match. Nick Carley ended up winning that one, and now he comes in to face the next competitor on that list. That is Nico Suave Regoli. This is going to be an interesting one because now, rather than a new player and someone we're familiar with, you have two people we're familiar with. You know, Nick already proving he knows what he knows in the first one. Nico coming in, Nico being one of the most vocal people when we announced this roster gauntlet, knowing that he wanted in, he wanted this chance to prove himself. Now he finally has it. So I can't wait to see what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and bring them in one by one. So introducing first, of course, we have the returning competitor, and that is Nick Carley.
What's up? I bet this should be a good one. Let's get it going.
All right, so now introducing the next competitor in the roster gauntlet, sitting at number 3, and that is Nico Suave Regoli.
Let the battle for the Berg begin.
All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work like this. It's a usual whiteboard round. However, there are only 6 questions in this round throughout the world of geekdom. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Once time is up, you'll review it and vocalize it. There is no bonus for going perfect in this round. 6 points is the maximum you can get. And, of course, no stealing. Nick, are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Nico, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen, your first question is going to come in the category of Star Trek. Which Star Trek film features a radioactive mineral called Volkoya, a bioweapon called the Abernath, and a starbase called Yorktown? Surprisingly quick to the board for both these gentlemen in a category that I am definitely not that strong in, but I like that they went to the board really quick. Giving them 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we start with Nick.
Star Trek Beyond.
And Nico?
Yorktown is what did it, Star Trek Beyond.
Both correct. 1-1. Your next question, gentlemen, is going to come in the category of Worlds of DC. In Shazam, what cherished item of Freddy's does Billy steal? I was surprised how much I really enjoyed this movie. I mean, I knew I was going to enjoy it to a certain point because I really do like Zachary Levi. But the entire movie together, I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. Let's give them 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we start this time with Nico.
His bullet that bounced off of Superman.
Yeah.
And Nick?
I went a little too specific, and it's wrong, I'm sure. The bullet that killed Superman, obviously.
Unfortunately, since you said killed, we cannot take that. But Nico, you are correct. The bullet that was shot at Superman. 2-1. As we get into your third question, this question is going to come from the category of the Wizarding World. The Wizarding World. Who helps Harry hide the Prince's Potions book in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? I am once again adding to Robert's question just for my sanity. This is no judgment on how Robert writes our questions. It's just sometimes I need to add words to help me say it better. Robert, wherever you're watching, nothing against you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, and we start with Nick.
I believe it's Ginny Weasley.
And Nico?
Luna Lovegood, question mark?
Nick had it correct. It was Ginny Weasley. Tied game. All right, gentlemen. Next category is going to be in Star Wars. Star Wars, the other side of the galaxy. Who sabotages Anakin's pod before the race starts in The Phantom Menace? That's one of those tongue twister titles for me. I always just want to say, like, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I know I'm not, but there's something about Menace that, like, I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. I always got to auto-correct myself. 5,
Nuclear
4,
versus nuclear.
3, 2,
Can I get a repeat, please?
All right, that's Nick's first repeat. Who sabotages Anakin's pod before the race starts in Phantom Menace? And the only bad thing about when you're solo hosting is you run out of things to say and then someone uses their repeat and you got to fill some airtime just like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, and we go to Nico.
Seboba.
Yeah.
And Nick.
I kept seeing his face. I literally drew a blank. I don't have anything.
All right. Nico taking back the lead again, 3-2. As we get into your fifth question, gentlemen, this is going to come in the category of mixed bag. Mixed bag. What is the collective name for Ramona's former romantic partners that Scott has to defeat in Scott Pilgrim versus the World? I would say this is definitely one of the movies I can say probably throughout my entire life that was excited to see, but was still super surprised at how much I actually enjoyed it. Saw it at a dollar theater way after it came out. Totally worth it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. And we start with Nick.
7 Evil X's.
And Nico?
The 7 Evil X's.
Unfortunately, both incorrect. We were looking for League of Evil X's.
Oh, that's
League
right.
of Evil X's.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, your last question is going to come in the category of DC. This is DC outside of the DCEU. That is until Flash comes out, because then apparently it's all going to be canon, but whatever. Who plays Richie Cusack, a mob boss working out of Philadelphia in A History of Violence?
I still haven't gotten to this one yet.
I still haven't gotten to this one yet. Title of your sex tape.
Yep.
Probably.
Sorry, I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine a lot lately. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That joke literally works. Pen down, Nico. Pen down. All right, let's go to Nico.
I wrote Benjamin Bratt because he's basically in everything.
And Nick?
Educated guess. I went Ed Harris.
Both incorrect. We're looking for William Hurt. William Hurt.
Yep.
All right,
He's also
round
in everything.
Round 1 is done. We have a score 3-2 in favor of Nico as we get into round number 2. Round number 2 works like a regular wheel round, except now there are only 6 categories on the wheel. There is no heroes and villains pick. You'll each get a spin at the wheel. Whatever you land on, you will get 3 questions from it, each worth 2 points. Not sure of the answer, you can go to multiple choice. However, the value goes down to 1. Keep in mind, gentlemen, there is still stealing in this round. So, Nico, since you are in the lead, I will show you the wheel, let you know all the categories. You can decide whether you like to spin first or defer to your opponent. For today, your categories are going to be Wizarding World, Star Trek, Worlds of DC, Star Wars, DC, and Marvel. So, Nico, hearing all those categories, would you like to go first or defer?
I'll go first.
All right, so Nico is choosing to go first. We're going to go ahead. Your first spin is away. Should you choose to spin again? It lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
I'll keep it.
All right, he is going to keep it. So we're going to go ahead and drop the wheel. And both of you gentlemen, just make sure you keep your hands within view as we go through these questions. Nick, just a reminder, if he goes multiple choice, let me read out the multiple choice options to you before you give your steal attempt.
All right, will do.
All right, so here we go. Nico, your first question in the category of Worlds of DC. When Diana is looking at the metahuman research in Batman v Superman, whose file does she open last?
Damn it. I'm going to go multiple choice just so it reduces the steal.
No problem. Your multiple choice options are A, Aquaman, B, The Flash, C, Cyborg, or D, her own.
I think it's
5.
Cyborg.
Cyborg is correct for 1 point. All right. Your next question. In Man of Steel, what does Lois do to trigger the Kryptonian robot to attack her?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, takes its picture, B, triggers its motion sensor, C, speaks to it, or D, gets too close to it?
Triggers its motion sensor?
Nick, a chance for a 1-point steal. Your options once again are A, takes its picture, B, triggers its motion sensor, C, speaks to it, or D, gets too close to it.
All right. I believe it's A, take its picture.
That's correct for the 1-point steal. All right, and Nico, your final question in Worlds of DC. What is the final underwater kingdom that Orm wages war against in Aquaman?
Oh, yikes. Multiple choice, please.
All right, is it A, Zabel, B, brine, C, fisherman, or D, trench?
Let me get a repeat of the question and the options, please.
No problem, we can do that. That is your first repeat. What is the final underwater kingdom that Orm wages war against in Aquaman? Is it A, Zeeble, B, brine, C, fisherman, or D, trench?
Is that the fisherman?
Nick, a chance at another 1-point steal. Your options once again are A, Zeeble, B, brine, C, fisherman, or D, trench.
Yeah, this is a really, really tough question. I'm going to go with trench.
That is also incorrect. It was the brine. We were looking for the brine kingdom.
I was thinking that and went against it. Damn it.
All right. So after Nico's round, he did allow 1 steal. He does still have a 1-point lead, though. It is 4-3 as we go into Nick's spin. So we will bring back up the wheel. Nick, are you ready for your spin?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Spin is away. It's going to land on Star Wars. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
With how dangerous Nico is with that, I'm gonna risk it and do a respin.
All right. Whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from. The spin is away. And it lands on the Wizarding World.
Excellent. I'm sorry and not sorry at the same time.
All right.
Well, we'll see how it goes first.
All right, here we go. Nick, your first question in the Wizarding World. Which underwater creature did Newt ride in The Crimes of Grindelwald?
What is it? I just watched this yesterday, but I'll know it through multiple choice.
5.
Multiple choice, please. Multiple.
All right, your answers, your multiple choice options are A, a Kelpie, B, a water dragon, C, Grindilo, or D, Akami.
A, Kelpie.
That's correct for 1 point and ties the game.
Damn.
All right. Your next question. What is Griphook's price for helping Harry break into Gringotts in Deathly Hallows Part 2?
The Sword of Gryffindor.
That's correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who is Cedric's date to the Yule Ball in Goblet of Fire?
Cho Chang.
Correct for another 2 points. All right, so after round number 2, Nick being able to come back, it is now 7-4 as we get into the final round. The final round 3 works like this. We will bring up another wheel. This wheel only has 4 categories on it. Each category has 2 questions, a 2-pointer and a 4-pointer. You will spin the wheel 2 times, each getting for one of those point values. You answer the question correctly, you get those amount of points. If you miss it, nothing happens. We will stay with the down competitor until they take the lead. All right, Nico, since you are down by 4 points, you will be spinning first. I'm going to bring up the wheel, let y'all know what the categories are, and then we will get your 2-pointer spin in. Gentlemen, your categories in the 4th round are going to be Worlds of DC, Middle-earth, Marvel, and the MCU. So, Nico, are you ready for your 2-point spin?
I like 3 of those. Hopefully I land on one of them.
All right. So the spin is away. And I'm guessing this isn't the one because it's Middle Earth. Would you like to keep that for your 2-pointer or spin again?
Oh, hell no. Spin that again.
All right. He is using his 1 respin. Whatever it lands on this time, he will be answering from. And this time it stays on Marvel, non-MCU Marvel.
Okay.
So, take the wheel away. All right. Nico, for 2 points to lessen the gap between you and Nick. The category of Marvel. What type of building does Gwen Stacy meet her fate inside of at the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I think it's a clock tower.
That is correct for 2 points to come
Nice.
within 1 of Nick. So since it is, to come within 2 of Nick. So since it is still 6-8, Nico will spin again. This is his 4-pointer. If he hits it, he will send it over to Nick, who will be in a similar situation as Nico was. If he misses, Nick will win and move on to the next round of the gauntlet. So we bring up the wheel one more time. And keep in mind, Nico, you did already use your respin, so whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from. And is going to be Worlds of DC. Worlds of DC.
Okay.
Here we go. Keep in mind, you do still have 2 of your repeats. All right. Nico for 4 points and to take the lead. Stay in the game. In Birds of Prey, which member of the Suicide Squad has their face on a wanted poster in GCPD?
I believe that's Captain Boomerang.
That is correct for 4 points. 4 big points.
Nice.
Woo, boy.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right, so Nick is now in a very similar situation because with his 2-pointer, he can tie. So he is also in a situation he can tie the game. We can force this into overtime, or he can also miss it, hit the 4-pointer, still win, or hit the 4-pointer and win regardless. So let's go ahead. So we bring back up the wheel now. Nico's done everything he can. He can sit back and relax. This is all on Nick. So Nick, are you ready for your 2-pointer spin?
Yep.
All right, so it just cannot be Marvel. So if it lands on Marvel, you'll get a free respin. Here it goes for the 2-pointer. And for you, it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep that for your 2 points or use your respin?
I'll keep it.
All right. All right, here we go. All right, in the category of Middle Earth, Nick, for 2 points to tie the game. How many members of the Fellowship are there in the Fellowship of the Ring? Five, four.
I'll take a
Three.
repeat.
All right, that's your second repeat. How many members of the Fellowship are there in the Fellowship of the Ring?
I believe I'm going to go with it. I think it's 9.
That is correct for 2 points and the tied game. Now 10-10, so here we are. Nick still has his 4-pointer. He hits it. He moves on to the next round of the roster gauntlet. If he misses, we go to sudden death. So we bring back up the wheel. Nick, you do still have your respin available to you.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Worlds of DC is off the table.
Okay.
So we spin for your 4-pointer. And it is once again Middle Earth. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
You know what? I like it better than the other 3. I'm going to take it. Let's do it.
All right, he is keeping it, letting Middle Earth decide his fate. Here we go. and you do still have one repeat left. Nick,
Okay.
all right, for 4 points to win the match. What is the name of the giant wolf-shaped battering ram used by the armies of Mordor in Return of the King?
Yeah, that's a 4-pointer. Oh.
5, 4.
Might as well use it. Repeat the question.
All right, final repeat. What is the name of the giant wolf-shaped battering ram used by the armies of Mordor in Return of the King?
All right. This is in the front of my brain. Wolfsbane.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sudden death.
Okay.
The answer we were looking for was Grand. Grand.
That's right. Yep.
Grand. All right. Give me
Oh, dear
1
Lord.
second.
Great. All right.
1
This is nerve-wracking.
Yeah, just a little.
What are the rules for repeats in the sudden death?
No repeats.
Okay.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Actually, I don't know. Robert, hit me up in the private chat. We haven't had a sudden death in a long time. I think actually we've only had one like once. Okay,
Everybody
everyone
gets
gets one. So Nick
Yeah,
gets his. Nico, you still keep the So
Okay.
yeah, so Nico, you lose one because you had 2 left, but you just get one. Nick, you get one.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
all right, so let's go ahead. We'll just start from we'll start from here. Okay. All right, gentlemen. So we are going into sudden death. Sudden death works like round number 1. It's going to be write your answer. You got 15 seconds. Reveal. But the only difference is if both of you hit it or both of you miss, we move on to another question. The first person to hit when the other one misses will win the match. All your repeats have been reset to 1, so you only have 1 repeat for the entirety of the sudden death, however long it goes. So,
All right.
I'm going to start, and I won't be giving you the categories before the questions. I'll just be giving you the questions.
Yes,
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First question. In X-Men, which mutant does Logan accidentally stab after they try to wake him up from nightmares? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Nick first.
Nico, you might have this. I'm not sure. I put Scott Summers.
And Nico.
It's Rogue.
It is.
And your winner, Nico Suave Regoli. It was, in fact, Rogue. Nick, great match, man.
Man.
We'll see
Awesome
you
job,
around.
Nico. Yep. See you guys later. Good job.
All right. Nico, here it is. You know, you got one. You've won. You this is your first one. You got 5 more. Can you do it?
We'll see. There are a lot of people I have not heard of that are ahead of me in this gauntlet, and the only one I have heard of is Subrath Sharma, and I haven't seen him play in this format in a very, very long time. So we'll see where this goes. I want to give total props to Nick. We've been wanting to play each other one-on-one for a very, very long time, and it's kind of been like that anime rivalry where when the moment came where we finally did face each other, we wanted it to be the absolute best match possible. I feel like we did that, and thank Christ I watched X-Men last week, because I honestly, before watching it last week, I honestly thought I had already watched it once before, and apparently I did not. So I would not have gotten this question right had I not seen it before. So yay. We'll see where this goes in the coming weeks.
Yeah, well, like you did say, next one, you have someone who we're not really familiar with, and that is Javi Madden. Any words for Javi?
He actually messaged me when you were spinning the wheel to determine who would be in this gauntlet, and he said he has a lot of respect for me, and I thank him for it. I'll show him the same amount of respect in our match against each other, and we'll see where things go. I don't know what his strengths are. I know what my strengths are, so I just have to hope that those strengths are there and I can capitalize on them. That's the only way I'm going to get through this gauntlet. But hey, been trying for a long time to get a win in this league, trying to get a match in this league. This is the first step, so we're on the right track.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to you, Nico, and we will see you in the next round. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that does it here for this round of the Full Metal Geek roster gauntlet. Make sure you stick around because we got our main event match coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you next time for the gauntlet. What is up, everybody, and welcome to your main event for this episode. We just saw another great gauntlet match, but now it is time to get back to the real deal, and that is the Full Metal Geek regular match. And boy, do we have an exciting match for y'all today. But first off, we have an exciting co-host with me today, and that is my good friend, Malcolm Goldilay. How you doing today, Malcolm?
I'm doing good. This should be a really great match. Like both these people have been in the geek realms for ever since I've been around and known them. So yeah.
Yeah, we got Jay Burnz versus Sandy Robinson. You know, we got these matches, like we said, just giving a couple matches to some guys to try to move up the ranks a little bit. Everyone's going to be in the tournament, but it's just about where you want to sit. So you got two guys kind of near each other. They can kind of have a chance to move around if they get a win. You know, you got Jay, who we saw at the beginning of the season for when we had the free belt. You know, he didn't do too well against Thomas Scully, but you know what? Things happen. I know Jay. He took it kind of hard, but he went back to studying and he's back for it. But now we have someone else who really hasn't been around in a long time, but was also once the number one contender, and that is Sandy Robinson. Like you said, Sandy's been around for a long time. We all know him in this realm. We know he knows his stuff. And it's going to be kind of what ring rust might come in. You know, he hasn't played a geek match in a long time. He's doing his thing over there in the regular trivia. You know, he was in that tournament. He's running those leagues, but he hasn't really done a lot of geek stuff lately. So we're going to see if that's going to affect him. But let's go ahead and talk to the competitors right now. We'll start with our high-range competitor. That is Jay and his manager for today, Ethan. Jay, welcome back. Glad to see you. How you feeling today?
I am feeling fantastic. I'm ready to play a game. I'm ready to answer some questions. I'm glad I got my mans in the ring over here with me. I'm going to keep him calm, cool, collected.
Jay doesn't need me here, but I'm happy to be here to watch him because this is going to be a great match. He's going to kill it. Sandy's a great player. Jay's a great player. It's going to be a fun one. I have confidence in Jay. I know he's going to pull this one out. That's really all I have to say about this.
All right, absolutely, man. Well, that's great to hear, and I love it when it's nice and easy because then we don't have to worry so much about it. Well, good luck to you, Jay. We'll see you real soon. Let's go ahead and talk to our other competitor, and that is Sandy. Sandy, my brother, my friend. It's been a long time.
It has. Yeah, what movies should I have watched for this league again? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been here. I'm happy to be back. You guys mentioned the ring rust. There could be some. I hope not. I studied as much as I could. And I mean, come on, Jay's a pushover. I mean, he's not a geek player. I mean, seriously, he's like one of the best free-for-all players. Nah, Jay is the best, man. He studies this stuff. He knows what he's doing. He's got an entire crew of people out there helping him with his studying, making sure he knows all of these names and dates and stuff like that. I'm just happy to be in the same ring with him. We're gonna have a lot of fun today.
Absolutely. That's what I always look forward to with these two gentlemen playing. It's going to be nothing but fun. So let's go ahead and get the fun started, gentlemen, with round number one. Round number one's going to work like this. You'll each get 10 questions from throughout the world to geek them. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. Getting it wrong does nothing. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer after we ask it. Once time is up, you'll reveal it and vocalize it. If either or both of you go through all 10 questions perfectly, there will be a bonus question at the end. Keep in mind, throughout this match, you do have 3 repeats and 1 challenge available to you. So without further ado, Jay, are you ready?
Sure.
And Sandy, are you ready?
Yes.
As he shakes his head no, he says yes. But let's go ahead. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We're going to start round one with the category of mixed bag. Let's just go ahead and knock it out of the way. In RIPD, who plays Roy Pulsifer, an RIPD officer who has to partner with the newbie played by Ryan Reynolds? Malcolm, what did you actually think of this movie?
It was a great concept for a movie, but I wish it was good.
Fair enough. 3, 2, and 1. Pins down, and we start with Jay.
The violence will not stand, man. The dude abides. Jeff Bridges.
And Sandy?
Jeff Bridges.
Both correct. Malcolm, go ahead and hit him with the next question.
The next question comes in the realm of MCU. What is the name of the man who helps Tony while they are imprisoned together in Afghanistan in Iron Man?
It's crazy to think like how old this movie really is. Like, it's like going back and watching it and realizing it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of those that gets me every time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, this time we go to Sandy.
I've been asked this question a couple of times, and I've still got it wrong. I'm saying Tanzan, and I know
that is incorrect. Jay.
Ho Jensen, or Jensen bin Jensen. Jensen, son of Jensen.
All we needed was Jensen, and that is correct.
See how it rhymed? See how my answer rhymed with Jay's answer? That's how close I was.
It is close. All right. We move into your next category, gentlemen. This is going to be in heroes and villains. What comic book movie features a hero named Denny Colt facing off against supervillains with names like the Octopus and Silken Floss? Sandy's face says it all about how I feel about this movie in general. It's just one of those yikes, big yikes from the Red Ranger every time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, and we go to Jay.
Ben Affleck was the bomb in the Spirit.
That is correct. And Sandy.
I did not have it.
All right.
Not even in the realm of possibility.
The next question comes in the category of Marvel. What mutant powers does Dominic Monaghan's character Chris Bradley have in X-Men Origins Wolverine?
And we'll take a couple of explanations. Like there's certain things we're looking for. Malcolm, I have to say, I love your posters, but that Jojo Rabbit always looks like someone's messing with you in the background.
It's precisely why I positioned it there.
I figured you did. I figured that wasn't an accident. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna go to Sandy first.
That's fantastic. Doesn't he control electrical stuff, the things that run on electricity?
And Jay?
I have electricity. He messes with it. Like he messes with electricity.
I will take both those answers. We have manipulates electricity or electronical stuff. I will take both those answers. 2 to 4. All right, gentlemen, we get into your 5th question. This comes in the category of Middle Earth. Who is the final dwarf to arrive at Bag End in The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey? Malcolm, I don't think I've asked you this one yet when these questions come up. Would you go on an unexpected journey?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it a few times.
I'm going on an adventure.
3, 2, 1. As long as there's food, I'm down for whatever. All right, we start with Jay.
Be worried. He's worried we're going to blunt the knives. Thor and Oakenshield.
That is correct. And Sandy?
I should just said Thorin.
That is fine. Still a 2-point game, halfway through.
The next category is World of DC or DCU, whatever they want to call themselves. Who is revealed to be HVT-1, the priority target the Suicide Squad is trying to rescue in Suicide Squad?
I love the conjoined look of confusion on their faces.
I knew a Suicide Squad question was going to come
one
up.
of those it's one of those details of those movies that like always makes you go, "Oh damn, that's right."
This is
What do you think?
Literally
What do you
went
think?
through my head.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. We start with Sandy.
I hope this is right because that's all I can think of. Amanda Waller.
And
Oh,
Jay,
shit, you're right. No, I went with Incubus.
Amanda Waller is correct.
You're right. You're
Sandy
right.
comes within 1. There will be no perfect rounds today as we get
Fucking
into
Suicide Squad.
question number 7. This is now in the category of DC. This is everything outside of the DCEU, at least until the Flash movie, because apparently everything's going to be canon now, but whatever. We move on.
So happy.
Where in Gotham is Penguin's base underneath in Batman Returns? Still have not seen this movie.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it.
Like, seeing bits, haven't sat down and watched it all the way through. I believe Danny DeVito gave me nightmares as a kid. 5,
Yeah, that's the
Four,
the only reason to watch
3,
that movie. He plays so
2,
good.
But we're
and
not
1.
talking about Matilda.
Pens down, gentlemen. All right, we start with Jay
I have City Hall.
and Sandy.
Well, one part of my question is the same as Jay's, but I said the city zoo.
Tie game, 5-5.
Good pull, buddy. I was like, it's either City Hall or the City Zoo, and I chose the wrong one, apparently.
The next question comes in my favorite category of Wizarding World. In the story of the three brothers in Deathly Hallows Part 1, how did the first brother die?
Oh, shit.
There's also a couple answers we'll take for this one, too. Just putting it out there. Dude, I feel like kids who saw that like sequence got nightmares because that was pretty creepy in the movie. 5,
Oh, yeah.
4,
I'd watch an entire Harry Potter movie animated like that.
1. Pens down, Sandy. All right, we start with Sandy.
Like, he goes crazy and kills himself.
That is incorrect. And Jay,
You're thinking of the second brother. He was
Yeah,
killed in his sleep.
Yeah,
we will take killed in his sleep. That is correct.
that's right. That's right. I couldn't remember
Specifically,
which one.
his throat was slit, but we will take killed in your sleep.
Cool. I'm glad. I almost said stabbed in his sleep, and you wouldn't have accepted that.
Yes, no, if you would have, y'all know me, if you over-explain, you're going to be penalized. All right, gentlemen, your penultimate question, that's for you, Robert, is in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek. In the undiscovered country, what's the name of the Starfleet admiral who conspires to assassinate the Klingon High Chancellor?
Oh, this is where Sandy ties. This is where Sandy ties.
This is where Sandy ties. Title of your sex tape. Nope, doesn't work there. Nope. Okay. I'm trying it everywhere now. I'm on a Brooklyn Nine-Nine kick. I'm going to try it anywhere I can. 5.
I'm going to try it anywhere I can. Name of your sex tape.
There we go. All right. Jay.
Pike.
And Sandy.
Admiral Cartwright.
That's what it is.
That is correct. Another tied mountain. All right, last question, gentlemen.
It comes in the category of Star Wars. What material is being extracted from Jeddah by the Empire in Rogue One?
I recently rewatched Rogue One. I really like it. I thought I was a little drunk when I first saw it, and I was. Don't get me wrong. I went to an IMAX, so I drank. But I really like it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we go to Sandy.
Kyber crystals.
And Jay.
The strongest stars have hearts of kyber crystals.
Both correct. All right. So this is just as neck and neck as I thought it would be, literally, because it is now 7-7. No one in favor. So, gentlemen, we are going to get into round number 2 to change that. Round number 2 works like this. I'm going to bring up a wheel for y'all. This wheel has 10 slices on it, 8 categories, and hero and villains pick. You each get a spin at the wheel. Whatever category you land on, you'll receive 5 questions over it, each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can go to multiple choice. However, it does take the value down to 1. Keep in mind, gentlemen, of 2 things. You are allowed to respin unless you land on villain's pick, and there is stealing in this round. So as soon as a question is answered incorrectly, it will go to the other player. Now, since there is no one in the lead, Jay, you are the higher ranked contender, so I'm going to bring in your manager. I will share the wheel with you guys, and then you can decide whether y'all would like to spin first or defer. So,
Excellent round 1, Jay.
for today, the categories are quotes, DC, MCU, Wizarding World, Middle Earth, Star Trek, Marvel, and Worlds of DC. So, Jay, after hearing all those categories, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
So that's not a bad wheel for you at all. I mean,
it's really not. There's only like 2 things on here I really don't want to get.
Yeah, I mean, I normally
I'm
advocate
comfortable.
for second, but if you feel like going first because it's not a bad wheel, I would also be happy with that. It's up to you.
I'm more than willing to let Sandy go first.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's know where we stand.
All right, so we'll be deferring. So we're going to go ahead and get Ethan out of there. And sorry for my one-handed slowness. There we go. All right, Sandy, are you ready for your spin?
Sure.
All right. That spin is away.
I don't see nothing. Okay, now it goes.
And it lands on Hero's Pick. Hero's Pick. Sandy, do you need a reminder of the categories, or do you know what category you'd like to take?
No, the wheel's still up. I can see it. I'm pretty much assured. I'm going to go with Star Trek.
Smart move.
All right.
Eliminate one of the categories I don't want. Thank you.
All right. Malcolm, you can go ahead and give Sandy his questions. Both gentlemen, remember, keeping your hands up.
Your first question in Star Trek. Besides Romulan ale, what else does Burnz get Kirk for his birthday in the Wrath of Khan?
He gives him a antique set of eyeglasses with his prescription put into the lenses.
That is correct for 2 points.
Overly correct, but we'll take it.
The next question is, what is the name of Data's cat in Star Trek Generations?
Spot.
That is correct.
In Star Trek Nemesis, Dr. Crusher says Data has better what than B4.
I'm sorry.
Give him a technical repeat. Something buzzed in the middle.
Oh,
of
that was Discord popping off on mine. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's all right. Go ahead. Give him the repeat.
In Star Trek Nemesis, Dr. Crusher says Data has better what than B4.
I'm gonna go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options is A, hair, B, arms, C, eyes, or D, lips.
I will say I'll say eyes.
Eyes is correct for a point.
Sorry, I should have known that.
The next question is, what Vulcan mineral was in a necklace and used to track Uhura in Star Trek Beyond?
Oh, crap. I know what it is. Damn, I just watched this too. It's something from... multiple choice again.
Is it A, carbonite, B, viridium, C, colar, or D, vocea?
Can I hear the choices one more time, please?
Yep. Is it A, carbonite, B, viridium, C, colar, or D, vocea?
I'm going to say D.
D is correct for a point. And the last question: what is the name of the Starfleet vessel that Epsilon 9 forwards a distress signal to in Star Trek The Motion Picture?
Five, four,
Four.
3, 2,
Multiple
1.
choice.
You got it in.
Is it A, USS Columbia, B, USS Saratoga, C, USS Yorktown, or D, USS Bozeman?
I believe it's the Saratoga.
That is incorrect, J for Steel.
The
repeat the
USS
options.
Bozeman.
That is also incorrect.
Oh,
Sorry, RJ.
No, it's all right.
Is it
Looking for the
Columbia?
USS Columbia. USS
Damn it.
Columbia. All right.
Should've guessed
All
that
right.
one.
So after Sandy's round, only missing that one, but not giving up a steal, getting all the other questions correct. It is now 13-7 as we get into Jay's spin. So we will bring back Ethan, bring back up the wheel. You know, as soon as everything wants to start working for me, but when does that ever happen? All right, here we go. All right, Jay, are you ready for your spin?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Spin is away. And it just misses villains picks and gives you Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
I think we're keeping that, right, Jay?
I feel like we should. I know Sandy knows how to navigate his way through Wizarding World as well. But I feel like let's keep it.
I think you should keep it. And also, don't forget, you got a little bit of wiggle room. You can go to multiple a few times and still come out of this. So keep that in mind. I think you got this one.
All right, buddy. Yeah, we'll keep it.
All right. Here we are. And once again, gentlemen, just make sure your hands are up. And here we go. Jay, your first question in the category of Wizarding World. What is the name of the driver of the night bus in Prisoner of Azkaban?
Stan Shunpike.
That is incorrect. Sandy, chance for a 2-point steal.
It's Ern.
We will accept Earn. Earn or Ernie is correct for a big
Challenge.
2-point steal. Challenge? All right.
Challenge. Not. Okay, so here's the thing. His name is Ernie. He is called Ern once in the movie, but
Once in the movie.
So I just want to bring this up.
Hold on, guys.
Sorry.
Let me hear the
Okay.
challenge.
Sorry. Jay, I think you should challenge, but that's up to you.
Here's the thing. He's also credited as Ernie, not Ern, on IMDb.
No, okay. So your challenge.
Sorry,
what is your official
managing
challenge?
in this league? Can I say that we're challenging, or can I tell Jay to challenge? Because
Jay can challenge on his own.
but can I say to, or I shouldn't? I can't say. I should just.
If you know what he's challenging, that's fine. If you want to talk about what he's challenging,
I do. Jay, I think that it would be a smart challenge, but
Okay.
so Jay, what is your official challenge?
That is not his credit. It's not his credited name in the movie. Ern is not his credited name in the movie. His name is Ernie.
All right. Okay, so that is the challenge on the table, and we'll be right back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after reviewing the challenge. So the challenge on the table was that the character is credited as Ernie, so Ern should not have been an acceptable answer. We did review it. He is referred to as Ern, and we had already decided that Ern would be an acceptable answer since he is referred to as it. So Sandy does get the 2-point steal. Jay will lose his challenge, and we will move on in the category. So here we go. Jay, your second question in the category of Wizarding World. What potion made from the Sorcerer's Stone can grant the drinker immortality?
The elixir of life.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice pull, man. I was having a hard time with that one.
So was I. I was like, shit, do they call it immortality? What do they call it?
Yeah.
Is it different in the British version?
Your next question, third question. In the Crimes of Grindelwald, what spell does Newt use on a guard to help him and Jacob get into the magical statue in Paris?
Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, Confundus, B, Imperio, C, Oscasi, or D, Kappa.
Confundus.
That's correct for 1 point.
I knew it. I was stuck between A and B. Like literally, those are the first two that popped into my head.
Oh.
All right. Your fourth question. What is the name of the publication that is run by Luna Lovegood's father?
The Quibbler.
That's correct for another 2 points.
Nice.
All right. And your final question. Can still bring you within one of Sandy if you can answer it for 2 points. After being caught by Snatchers in Deathly Hallows Part 1, what does Harry tell them that his name is? And I need the full name.
You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, Oliver Woods, B, Thomas Dean, C, Vernon Dudley, or D, Neville Finnegan.
C.
C is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
All right. So after round number 2, we do now have a lead. Sandy was able with that big 2-point steal. It is now 15-13, 2-point game as we head into round number 3. Round number 3 is going to work like this, gentlemen. We will bring up another wheel. This one now only has 6 categories on it. Each category has a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer behind it. You will spin the wheel 3 times to get a question of each point value. Every correct answer will get you those points. Every wrong answer gets you nothing. A category is eligible to be asked more than once as long as you get it in a different point value. We will stay with the competitor who is behind until they take the lead. Tying does not do anything. You must take the lead. So, Jay, since you are down by 2, I will bring in your manager. We will bring up the wheel for y'all and get this started.
It's only 2 points, Jay. Looking good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. So just for both competitors, this wheel are Mixed Bag, Star Wars, Marvel, Quotes, Wizarding World, and DC.
Okay.
So, Jay, are you ready for your 2-point spin?
Yeah, let's go, baby.
All right. And it lands on Marvel, non-MCU Marvel. Would you like to keep that for 2 points or use your respin?
I'll keep it. I'm not going to waste a respin on a 2-point question.
It's a good point. And it's broad,
All
so
right.
the question shouldn't be too tough.
All right. And Malcolm, you will handle Jay for this round. Whenever you're ready, the 2-pointer.
Your 2-point question is, in Daredevil, who initially hires Bullseye?
Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
I'm going to accept that answer.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It is the same
Okay.
person. We have Kingpin here, but it is Wilson Fisk. So
Okay.
I'm not going to question that. You obviously know the answer. All right. So it is a tie game now. It's 15-15. But like I said, he must take the lead. So we're going to bring back
Oh, yeah, Jay.
Ethan and bring back up the wheel. 1 second as everything.
I'm Ricky Bobby right now. I don't know what to do with my hand.
All right. And Jay, are you ready for your 3-pointer spin?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Every category is re-eligible again. And this time it lands on DC. DC, would you like to keep that for your 3 points or use your respin?
So I'm afraid of it landing on quotes, but
Right.
that's like the only thing that's scaring me. And maybe you should keep it. But how do you feel with this? Are you feeling good about it?
I've seen a majority of DC movies, so as long as it's a question about a movie I've seen, I'll probably get it.
Yeah, and you're tied right now. So
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it.
All right. Yeah, we'll keep it. I'm kicking myself in the ass for that Ernie
No
question.
problem.
Take it away, Ernie.
All right, Malcolm,
What?
whenever you're ready.
Your 3-pointer in DC.
The 3-pointer.
3-pointer.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You did.
What did Lex Luthor and his nephew steal from a museum in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace?
Damn it.
A strand of Superman's hair.
For 3 points.
That's it.
That is
Nice.
correct.
Good job.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
18
Bolt cutters.
to 15. All right. So it is now Sandy's turn at the wheel. Sandy, you are now in the similar situation. He's 3 points ahead of you. You must take the lead over him to send it back to him. So we get you started. Let's get the wheel up.
One I can't get in this round is Marvel, right?
That
In
is
round one,
correct.
yeah.
Every one we spin. Yeah. So are you ready for your 2-pointer?
We'll see.
All right. Spin is away. And it lands on Star Wars. Would you like to keep Star Wars for 2 points or use your respin?
Oh, you stayed with Star Wars.
All right. All right, Sandy, for 2 points to come within one of J. Category of Star Wars. In Rise of Skywalker, the heroes find a clue to the Wayfinder inscribed on what item of Ochi's?
On a knife, a blade.
I'm going to accept it. A dagger is a knife.
Dagger.
Knife.
Yeah.
Because, we're going to accept that.
right.
That's 2 points. It's now 17 to 18, so we still do stick with Sandy, so we'll bring up the wheel again. Sandy, this time, when you spin, DC is the only category. If it lands on you, we'll get a free respin. Are you ready?
Okay.
Sorry, I got to vocalize it because when I bring up the screen, I can't see anybody. I can't see if you're not in your head. And it lands on quotes. Would you like to keep that for your 3-pointer or use your respin?
I'm going to keep it.
All right, keeping it. All right. Category of quotes for 3 points to retake the lead. In X-Men Days of Future Past, who said, just because someone stumbles, loses their way, doesn't mean they're lost forever? Five, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. That is Sandy's first repeat. In X-Men Days of Future Past, who said, just because someone stumbles, loses their way, doesn't mean they're lost forever?
I'm either right or I'm wrong. Magneto.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Charles Xavier, Professor X.
Damn
So,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, here's where we stand. It is still Sandy's spin. He still has his 5-pointer. If he hits it, he will stay in the match and force Jay to answer his 5-pointer. If he misses, Jay will win the match. So, will we bring up the wheel one more time for you, Sandy? And all categories are eligible. You do still have your respin. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so that spin is away.
I was going to say Xavier, too.
And it landed on quotes again. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Yeah, I will respin.
All right, whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from. And it's going to be in DC.
Okay. All right.
DC. Keep in mind, Sandy, you do still have 2 repeats left.
Yeah.
All right. Sandy, for 5 points to stay in the game in the category of DC. Before the events of A History of Violence, what did Joey Cusack use to injure Carl Fogarty's eye? Five, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. Second repeat. Before the events of A History of Violence, what did Joey Cusack use to injure Carl Fogarty's eye?
It has been so long since I've seen this movie. One thing is coming into my mind, and it's the only thing I can think of.
5.
Jay, if I'm wrong, congratulations.
3.
A corkscrew.
And your winner, Jay Burnz. The answer was barbed wire. Barbed wire.
Yeah, that's right.
The answer. What a close match. Nail biter all the way through. We're going to go ahead, talk with Sandy real quick. Sandy, the hard-fought battle, man. You know, you kept it tied with Jay after a little stumble in the first couple of questions. You were down by 2, tied it up in the end. You got Hero's Pick, and you took advantage with Star Trek. You didn't allow any steals. Got a huge 2-point steal to have the lead, man. But, it's, you know, those 5-pointers, man, when it comes down to that, they can get you. How do you feel?
You know what? I feel great. I haven't been in the Geek ring for a little while, so to pull 7 out of 10 in the first round and come back to tie it after I was getting down, I didn't get down on myself. I just decided to answer the questions, and you know what? I was able to pull those questions out to get there. Star Trek is it's my lunch. It's what I eat. So I mean, it's always going to be a blessing for me. I was a little disappointed that I had to go to 2 multiple choices on that one, especially that I knew the first one. But it is what it is. Getting that 2-point steal made up for it. Almost like I would have, almost got a perfect round in that round. 3 tripped me up. I should have I thought about it. I should have respun on quotes. And didn't take that one. I was so close on it, though. I really was going to say Xavier, but I went Magneto because he's the one that had a checkered past. So all in all, I played really, really well, I think. Jay just played better, getting that 3-point. That's a tough question for Quest for Peace. And for him to be able to pull that one, he definitely deserves to win. And I can't wait to get back in the ring.
Yeah, well, like I said, doesn't really hurt you too much standing wise. All it does is make you go even. So you're 5-5 now, and like I said, you may not be in the brawl, but like I said, everyone's in the tournament. So you may have to wait a little while, but you're going to be in the tournament, and it gives you plenty of time to get back in the ring. And I definitely look forward to seeing you back in there, man. Good job today, man.
Thanks, brother.
And now we will speak with our winner real quick, and that is Jay. Jay, like Sandy said, man, hell of a pull on that 3-pointer to keep you in. And like you said, it came down to his 5. You didn't have to answer yours, so you kept the pressure on him good enough to take this win today. Stay out of being, even like him. Got another win under your belt. How does it feel?
I'm kicking myself over a couple of them. The City Zoo question, me jumping the gun on the driver of the night bus. It's all in the past though. Legitimately, I love playing Sandy. I love just having conversations with the guy. He handed me my first loss in any fandom, any Geek match ever. So for me to come back and actually be able to get that W actually means a lot to me. It's been something that I've wanted for the last 2 years since that last match, and I'm glad I had Ethan here to help me out with that.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, he played a great game. Sandy did too. Sandy's always great. He played a fantastic game. That steal had me scared, of course.
Yep.
And I want to take full responsibility right now for that challenge that we lost because Jay wasn't going to do it, and I pushed him to do it because I misunderstood what he was challenging. That's my fault. Glad you won, so I didn't have to have that on my conscience. Played a great game, and I'm excited for the tournament, man. Let's just, we're going to keep going, keep winning.
Yeah, like I said, Jay, as we show this, by the time we show this, everyone will know you're in the brawl. So you have a chance to kind of make a run if you want to before the tournament. But like he said, regardless of whether or not you're in the tournament at the end of the season, so you got that to look forward to. What are you hoping to prove in the brawl?
That time off does nothing but make me better.
Great words, man. Well, congratulations today, and we will see you there at the brawl later. All right, Malcolm, any last thoughts on that match, man? It was pretty close.
It was. It's just those ones like both players played a great game. It just came down to the last few questions, really. Just, it was just a great match overall.
Well, that does it for us at Full Metal. You all know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, do everything positive that you're supposed to do. Tune in next time. We have a couple more regular matches going along with the gauntlet matches in front of them. So look forward to all of those. For everybody, for Sandy, for Ethan, for Jay, for Malcolm, I've been the Red Ranger, your host, RJ. We will see you guys next time here at